yeah, DJ Ronnie Loko, man. So what's good, man? So
Yo, G.
that elephant in the room, COVID-19. Obviously, what you're a DJ producer. How has that affected the job role?
Afternoon, G. Yeah, it's been interesting. Obviously, man has to give thanks for life, and obviously, condolences out to people that have lost, nearest and dearest during this time. But it's all just mad. Like the whole world's come to a standstill. Peace has come to a whole. Social interaction has gone. No one knows what's going on for the future. It's very mad, but we have to persevere and go on. And myself as a musician, been affected hugely from performing. Performances, especially during the summer, where this is the time where I make a majority of my pay, you feel me? So festivals, shows, clubs, all of that has been gone. So I just using this time just to fall back into love with music, just go back and just sit there sourcing and collecting tunes, learning my instruments. I got my bass over there, got my piano here, bought a piano during this time, and just just trying to make use of like what can I do right now whilst I was restricted within the four walls in my studio. Sure. So just trying to keep proactive because things are going to get better, things are improving and getting better, and I just have to stay ready. So when those doors open, ready to go and tackle it again. But it's also been nice as well, where like the whole world has come to a standstill, and I feel like the industry has paused. So it's now opportunity to like play new sounds, and people are willing to come out and hear new music. Well, I hope that they are. But I feel like people are tired of hearing the same old tunes on radio and Spotify. So if they come out to hear, especially this DJ like myself, come and play tunes that they're familiar with but may not have heard the edits or remixes, I think I'll get more of a reaction and be like, okay, well, I actually appreciate you. Whereas pre-corona, it was all busy in the scene. It's just a lot of DJs doing the same thing. And there still are a lot of DJs doing the same thing, but it was hard to break through. Being an individual, being a creative, it's all about your art form, and a lot of it was getting lost in the mix.
Bullshit DJs.
Yeah,
bullshit producers.
It's not even just bullshit DJs and producers. It's more like social media and things that don't matter. Myself as a musician, my job is to create art via music, displaying it in musical forms. But then someone will look at my social media numbers and use that as a base of whether they want to pay me for my work. But because I may not have X amount of followers like the next DJ, next producer, radio presenter, etc., I won't get booked.
But do you think like the scene, like it's a number game? So
I feel like it was a numbers game.
It
was pre-corona, and obviously everything's come to a standstill now. People aren't doing international shows. Everyone's there in their yard, and people started to utilize social media well. So there were people that had like 20,000 followers, but they're going on IG live and they've only got 20 people following them. Yet they're like, oh, these numbers fake, or do you never really engage with your fans? Where you have other people, few man that I've seen that have consistently been doing streams up until this day, and they're growing their fan base. So it's more likely that when the doors open up for clubs and venues to open up, these DJs that have been active on social media are performing their art, their craft, DJing, producing live shows, production, whatever, they're more likely to get booked.
I get that.
Because I feel like before it was a numbers game.
Because I feel like, say for instance, say if you had like Simon Cowell behind you, but you're not even a great artist. People are gonna fuck with you. But like
Affiliation.
Affiliation. Like, is it hard to get your music out into the real world and like people to maybe pay for your music? Like,
what do you mean by what do you mean by the real world?
Okay, maybe not the real world, but like, so you produce something and then you put it out onto a platform like Spotify, Apple, iTunes, and then like without the distro to get people to listen to your music, is that a struggle? Like, do you struggle with that? Or is that something that's it's easy to bust?
I don't think it's like a struggle. I think in my early days of my career, man was learning the game, learning how everything works.
Yeah.
And the first thing you need to understand is who your target audience is.
Yeah.
So if you've got a fan base of people on the ends, there's 5 of them, and they really feel your music.
Yeah.
Then you got to know how to market to them. You need to make sure when you're putting out that product that you say on Spotify, Apple Music, etc. You need to make sure that when you put it out there, it goes to them. These guys know where to find it.
Like an email list.
Email, you connect to them via social media. It's about engagement, because then, you know, if you're doing a show in the area where these 5 fans are, then they're more inclined to bring their brethren, and then before you know it, you may have 10 people attending your show already.
So what, like growing your fan base, do you see it as more of a quality than quantity?
I think, because
for quality or
quality always, because with quantity you can get lost in the mix of the numbers again. You may just be making tracks for other people just for statistics. I mean, there has to be a balance.
Cool.
I feel like before Corona, from my own experience and my own perspective, it looked like a lot of people were getting booked off numbers and activity. And I understand music, everyone has their time and everyone has their lane. But now that everything's shut down, like if you're not here truly for the love of music, you ain't got the energy to be setting up a computer and to be doing live streams for 5 people to be locked in. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like a lot of people that aren't really in it for the long haul, not have fallen off, but some people have taken a break, and it's given room for musicians like myself to like really to penetrate through. So I'm looking forward to what's gonna happen post Corona.
When you think about collaborations with, like, do you want to collaborate with like people that have got, say, 100K on their Instagram?
No, it's not about the numbers.
Okay.
It's about the numbers, because if you got 100K, you make country music. I mean, I can do like my own sort of edit, but it needs to work on both parties. So I'm more listening to the sound, and if I like you as a person, otherwise I'm not going to be able to express myself if our personalities clash. But collaborating all day. Like
sense.
The people around you, doesn't matter about the numbers. More time, when I tell people that I'm a producer, and they always ask me who I've worked with, more time I say to them, you don't know them because they're just friends or people I've just met in the network and circle. Want to come up.
But they're things like quality.
They've got the talent there.
What you're going for. So what, like, have you done any big festivals or any even small festivals, medium festivals that people may know?
It was funny. Someone asked me about this the other day. A guy asked me, have I ever been booed whilst been mixing? And then it takes me back to 6 years ago. So I did a DJ course at Point Blank Music School up in East London, Hackney. Big up to Point Blank, Ben Bristow and Nigel Dex. Just good tutors there, showed me the basics of handling the decks, getting gigs, organising your music, just understanding the craft. And then as soon as I finished that, I had the opportunity to do a gig at what's it called? Ghana Party in the Park. It was held up outside North London. Still. I think is it Brent? No, North Brent Cross. Brent Cross.
I swear that's the next one.
They've been doing it. They've been running it for years. It's all over.
Cool.
But it's held in the field.
You
expect to see probably something between 2,000 to 5,000 attendees. So I had a link to the stage, and bear in mind I've just finished a DJ course. I've only been learning how to mix house. And at this festival, it's family orientated. Ghanaian,
what, like picnics?
Picnics, stools, food.
Okay, cool.
Face painting.
And then you came with the...
No, it's not even that. So do you know what it is? So all it is that they had the artists, R2Bs coming down. So they had a few of the big... I can't remember who else was on the lineup, but then a few guys coming on. So they wanted me to DJ whilst I was doing like a fashion show, showing like Ghanaian attire, clothing that you can purchase from one of the stalls. So I've jumped on the decks right now. I've looked at the crowd, and it's a proper festival setup. Like man's on the stage, I'm at the side, but looking head on, there's just a gate, and then it's just a sea of black faces. Faces, my home pupils, as old and young, but they're all anticipating Afro beats to come on later. So I've jumped in now and I'm playing some lighthouse, some jumpy stuff. and I'm nervous because I've never played there. At the time, I swear there was about 2,000 people.
Yeah.
And I started running the tunes, and the bass is thumping through the speakers. And not one head was bobbing, G. Oh, it happens. I felt it was demoralizing, but luckily, like, God knows what he was doing. I had big up to Harm K. I had a guy that I know, well-known host within the Ghanaian community. He was on the mic with another guy whilst the parade was going on. So he did a little live and I'm like, come on, 1, 2, 3, give him some little energy. Like, but I got a little head nods, but that was pain. Because I just finished this course, I'd invested in this. I'm thinking, I'm ready to tackle the real world. Man got the booking right now.
The homework.
And then I got out, I played it. I was like, bro, I got a lot to learn. But I think that I have to big up myself for them time because man had balls to go on stage and go do something like that fresh out of school.
That was fresh out, innit? So, so from that was like 6 years ago,
6 years. And then from then I've just been learning the craft. The trials and tribulations of DJs, the politics, the P's, the losing equipment.
It's a culture, isn't it?
You have to live and breathe music.
And you got to know.